In this training video, we will show you how to modify or create variations of exercises, as well as add your own exercises. We will start first with Modify Content. Go to the left navigation menu, click on the Modify Content tab, and this will bring up the following screen. A common question that we receive is, why would I want to modify any content? Well, typically the answer is that you want to copy an exercise and make a variation of it. And there are several reasons to do this. The first would be to perhaps upload a different video. Maybe perhaps you don't like the video that came with the software. Another option might be that you want to change the instructions, but you do not want to alter the original. And we do, by the way, advise not altering the originals, but making a copy and then alter the copy. That way, if you make a mistake, you haven't changed the original. Another reason why is to perhaps change a category. For instance, perhaps you have a lumbar exercise using a stability ball, and it could be considered a stabilization exercise, or it could be considered just an active range of motion exercise. Both, which by the way have different exercise parameters, so you may want to have a version of each exercise in different categories. So we're going to start with the modify first. We're going to search for an exercise. In this case, we're going to look for a knee stretch. Search for it. And we're going to work with the long sitting knee flexion stretch. The first thing you do is copy it. Rename the exercise. Now you can rename these any way you want. It could be named by a therapist's favorite or a variation, or even an entirely different name. You can come in and change the text, change any of the exercise parameters, replace the images, change the line art image out, or upload a different video. You can add additional keywords or change the keywords. And you can change any of the exercise search criteria. When finished, simply click on Save. Now we're going to cancel out of this, which takes us back to this Modify Content screen, and we're going to show you how to add your own exercise. Now, first, a couple of items to think about. Before you get to this screen to add your own exercise, you're going to want to create a couple photos, typically a start position and an end position, as well as the video. When you create the video, keep in mind that you want to limit it to 2 or 3 repetitions. Our videos loop automatically, so if you keep the video short, your patients that do not have high speed will appreciate it. When taking a video of an exercise that is unilateral, such as a right arm or a left arm or a knee or a leg, make sure that you shoot the video with the right extremity, because we default all our videos to the right side. As you may know already, you have the ability to flip exercises from left and right, and we do default everything to the right side. Now for the line art image, if you're artistic, you can draw your own. You may also wish to print out the color photo of the exercise and trace it, and then scan that in black and white. All right, well then let's move on with this. So you've created your photos and you've got your video, you've put them on a file on your computer. Next, click on the Add Exercise button. This will bring up the same screen as we showed you earlier. The first name is the technical name. In this case, we're going to name it Resisted Shoulder Flexion Bilateral with a Weight with a Ball. And the second name is the common name. And here we're just going to pick a name, in this case, shoulder scissors with weights on a ball, but you could name it however you want. After that, you will put in your exercise instructions. We do advise that you keep the instructions fairly simple and basic. Our translation program is by Google, and it does very well as long as you keep your instructions basic. You can also put in additional exercise instructions here, and then you will come to the exercise settings and put in all your parameters. If you need to use equipment, you can put in the equipment here. In this case, they are using free weights to use pounds. Here is where you will upload your images, and I do have a couple sample images on my computer just for demonstration purposes. We click on the Upload One, and this is the A photo. We upload the 2, which is this one. And we also want to use these images in the search, so we click these two buttons. Upload the black and white image. And then choose your video. Now you do have the option to click this box here that has video not available. What the patient will receive is a short video clip that says there's no video. However, we do advise that you put a video in, because that's a major advantage of Exercise Pro Live, is to provide video to your patients. So here we can upload the video, choose the file, and this may take a few minutes to upload, depends on the size of your video. But once the video is uploaded, then you can put in your keywords. In this case, we'll just put a couple keywords in here: shoulder flexion with weights, shoulder scissors, and so on. Next, you want to come down to your categories. We'll pick shoulder, deltoid, resisted, prone, flexion, weight. We're not going to use a specialized category, and we can put this as a intermediate exercise. It's not yoga, and it's not functional, and it's not speech or pediatrics. Next, you would just click on Save. Now we can go to Modify Content. We can search our body area for shoulder, resisted, prone, flexion with a weight. And what we come up with is the original one, which is where I took the original data from. But here is the copy: resisted shoulder flexion, ball, bilateral, weight with ball. And as you can see, if you want to go in and edit that, you'll see here's our basic instructions, and any of this can be changed and edited. This concludes the training session on modifying, making variations, or adding new exercise content.